Blue over here.
A lot of orange over here.
Yeah, made some orange.
Oh, there's so much orange.
You were so frustrated with us that day.
Like, it was funny for half of the time that you guys thought it was funny, and then I was like, okay, I'm over this.
Yeah, it was just like we kept laughing about it, and you're like, guys, it wasn't that funny, which then made it even funnier. Oh, the fledgling days of setting up mics and seeing if everything was going to work right.
Remember that?
It's a long
Before
time
we
ago.
knew what compression was?
Before we knew what
Speaking of compression,
C word.
that's a C word, but it might not be the C word. Let's find out from Alex Morris.
Wow.
That was a better segue than any of the ones Des has done in the last like 12 episodes.
No. All right. We got to put a poll online. Who does the better segues?
Who does a better stripper pole routine?
Not the guy who invented them.
Yeah, did he invent them or was he like the CFO of the company that fell off the cliff?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Yep, I remember that.
I think we
okay,
made that joke in Boston too, because I think we saw someone on a Segway or Austin. And we're like, oh, watch out for cliffs.
Austin, Boston, same thing.
Same thing.
So, hey, I actually, let's bring back the 3 C words.
What?
I have a couple that I missed from the Mental Floss article, 40 clever words that begin with C. And now let's see if I can pronounce these. The first C word is Chionablespia, which is a medical name for snow blindness, an affliction of the eyes caused by a reflection of sunlight on snow or ice.
Okay.
I'm just going to say I'm blind.
Right.
No, you have to use the correct word, Chris.
Doc,
Otherwise, you fail.
I've got
Yes. Here, take this pill. Our second C word is circumbendious. Nope.
What'd you call me?
Circumbendibus. That's the one. A 17th century word for a circuitous, long winding route or way of doing something.
All right.
Circumbendibus.
That's a circumbendibus way of saying a roundabout route of saying
Exactly.
something.
Token that man.
Tokened.
And, of course, the final C word for today. Clam jam free.
I think I like where this is going.
Which is another Old Scots dialect word variously used to mean a rowdy crowd of people.
All right. Clam jam free.
Worthless trivialities or complete nonsense. Clam jam free.
All right. I'm going to try and start incorporating that into my everyday language.
Clam jam free.
Clam jam free.
Out of all of those, that's the one I'm likely to use.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that seems more pronounceable. All right, and that might be the last of the C facts we ever hear.
Ooh, are we closing the C facts?
I think it's
Maybe.
the end of an era.
A very long era.
A very long era started by Snapple
Me.
facts. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This dumb that are real.
Back in
Ryan left
2018.
his indelible mark with fake facts.
2018, right?
I will drive to your house and fight you over this.
I'll wait.
That
It's
kind of
about an
slander.
hour.
That kind of slander is the reason we never got sponsored by Snapple.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, darn.
You costed us, Chris.
Oh, shoot. So let's talk about where we are, I switched us from the exterior view of the map to the interior of the ship, and you're all sitting here. Rat's still on the command throne, and everybody else at your various stations, and you're seeing this unfold before your eyes as 6 miles away, the nose of the Empire of Bones is beginning to crash into the Gate of the 12 Suns. Quickly, what is everybody thinking? And then, what are y'all doing?
I feel like Sev kind of doesn't want to say anything because he's like, is it over? Like, are we done? Like, have we done what we came here to do? It's that weird sense of like, I don't want to say anything just to jinx it in case something else happens.
Yeah, I think Raquel is probably in that same boat where it's been such a long journey doing like battle after battle, and she almost like can't believe that it's over. She's waiting for something to like crop up. So she actually goes to do like some sort of scan to see if there's any kind of ships or anything that might be in their way that maybe they didn't see before.
Okay, so you do a quick scan of the surrounding space.
Yeah.
Cool thing is, so you run the scan and you turn around and you look at those hollow pits behind you. They go down on the floor about 5 feet, and it gives you a 3-dimensional representation of space. It's all like, this blue, like, old Star Wars looking effects. And you see that there is the 2 ships that were engaged with you. They are flying the hell out of there. Well, the one's destroyed, the other one's flying the hell away. You see a lot of the smaller ships, they begin to flee from the area. It looks like everybody's beginning to clear the area in front of you, trying to get away from the gate itself. So, it's like a buzz of insects out there, smaller vessels trying to return to their mother ships. But yeah, that's what you see.
Okay.
What's Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say she looks around and she's like, I think we're in the clear.
Rats, Razel.
I think when we left off last, I was piloting the ship towards the gate. I don't think we were there at the moment. So Razel's just like trying to get up to it to a point where we could stop. Maybe it can stop in space, right? Like that's what it had been doing before we took control.
The Empire burns?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can certainly stop it. I don't know.
Yeah, he wants to get up, like, but far enough away where at some point they can hit a button and send it careening towards it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just put a brick on the gas
he's just
pedal and just wait.
Feathering the throttle.
Okay. Rats, you're standing up alone on that command throne. What do you do? What do you say?
Rats looks around. I mean, he's on a big giant throne inside of a huge
Right.
ship.
Man.
He's like, this is where I should be.
This is the best day of my life.
I know we did the bit before, like well before, but I think a great time for the Independence Day speech would have totally been right before we started fighting with the Empire. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would have been a perfect spot for that music again.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pull up that speech again.
It's too late now.
It's past.
Oh, okay. I think Rats is like, Razel, why the hell are you driving so slow?
Old man.
We need to give us some time to get to the back and get out of here.
Yeah, set us on a crash course, punch it, and then we can get the hell out of this ship before it explodes.
All right. And he punches the console and it breaks and
And then it sits there and doesn't move.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, Razel, you idiot.
He told me to. No, he full throttles it and he's like, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here."
We're gonna get all the way out to the our ship and leave, and we're gonna realize that Razel didn't leave the steering wheel in the perfect straight position. It's tilted to the right just a bit, so it's gonna miss it by like a hair.
And then we have to run all the way back to the bridge,
Yeah.
realign it, turn around.
Did
takes
you
25 minutes.
did you leave the lights on auto? Because I don't want to have the battery drain.
Uh-oh.
All right, so you punch it, and you can feel the ship like lurch forward. Even though, I mean, it was incredibly slow. We noticed that the speed last time was like 4, but as fast as this thing can get going, you punch it, it begins to shudder and shake, and you begin to experience some slight distortions in the gravitational field the closer you get to the gate. And what is the game plan? Where are you guys headed? How are you getting back to your ship?
We're taking off to the docking bay, right?
Chris, can I ask that maybe I can break one of the rules that we've been using the whole time?
Okay.
Just for the sake of getting to do stuff. We've always kind of played it where when you level up, you need to rest in order to use your new spell. I have a spell I would like to use.
I hope it's
might
Ghost Bike.
be bad. Might not be good enough to do what I want, but I think it would be cool.
Okay, what is it?
On our last level up, I took Dimension Door.
Okay.
So I think with the limitation on the spell, I can't get us from here to the cargo bay, but I could get us really close to it.
Okay. What's the? I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm just curious what the range is on it. That.
What
Like
level
how-
are we again?
11, 12. Oh, yeah, 12.
Well, you're 12?
Yep.
12.
I can teleport. Let's see. I can teleport me
Convenient.
and touched objects or touched willing or unconscious creatures. Let's see. I can bring up to 4 additional willing or unconscious medium or smaller creatures. And I can bring us 880 feet.
Okay. I'm thinking this ship is like way longer than that. But what I
Could
will
we
tell
get to
you,
the grav train, maybe?
It's like
Yeah,
five
It's like
miles.
5 miles.
Yeah, it's 5
Yeah.
miles long.
well, it's 5 miles long. I would say it's probably like maybe 2 miles tall. But
Pretty thick.
I think you could easily get yourself like to a grav train station from here, like with that dimension door,
Okay.
and then that would be a way to get back pretty quick.
Anything to save time.
I think it's cool. And I don't care if we stretch the rules here, but just looking at the map here, you guys are all the way up on deck 2, and you're trying to get down to deck 18.
Yes.
So I think that's
Right.
like a mile at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit longer than my spell can take
Dimension.
us. But yes, I'm just gonna do it because it's cool.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it. Why not, right?
So you get yourself back to the hangar deck, you're saying?
Yeah. So like Rats is up on his little dais thing, and
I'm a dude.
he tells everybody to join him up there.
Of course, he
As we-
won't come down.
We have to go to him. Of course.
So there was nothing else we needed to do, right?
Not that I
All
know.
of the collars are disabled. The Shimreen are already headed back towards the hangar, correct?
As long as
Yeah,
everything
that's the
went
message that you
correctly.
sent.
Yeah.
Okay. So that has already been taken care of. We're meeting them there.
Didn't we have like a key or something to this stellar degenerator?
Do you want to
that
use
something
it
we had
before
to
we
do?
can destroy it?
Yeah.
No, it was the key to the ship itself, the
Oh.
Eoxian ship, and it's his space phylactery.
Okay.
What'd you call me?
Space phylactery.
Thanks.
Space phallus.
Oh.
Which we have to destroy at some point, right?
Yeah.
have to destroy the space palace.
All right. Oh, you're saying... Hold on. My old man bones are keeping us up. There we go. Okay. Razel is now next to Rats.
Give
Yeah, we
Sev,
all meet him up there.
Yeah, Sev he gets up there as fast as possible. He doesn't want to wait.
All right, guys, I need you all to touch me.
And Raquel goes in for a hug.
Sev just puts his hand
All right,
on his
everyone,
shoulder.
group hug.
All right.
I love a group hug. Come on, Seb.
Razel-
We've earned
Razel
this.
kneels down to
Right.
put his hand on his shoulder.
Okay, and then Sev gets in on the hug too. Like,
Yeah.
why not, right?
And with
Razel
the
just
power
falls
of
all over.
friendship. Yeah, I
And
take
magic.
everybody except for Seb.
Guys, where did you... Haha, funny joke. Come back and get me.
Okay, and there's no like you can just go right there. There's no like mischance or anything like that.
Here, let me read it for 10 minutes.
Okay, I was just curious.
You always arrive exactly at the spot desired, whether by simply visualizing the area or by stating its direction.
Oh, that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
So I
Okay.
teleport us directly onto the nearest grav train.
Oh, you're going to the grav train. Okay, I gotcha. I thought you were saying you're going right to the hangar bay.
Well, you said he doesn't have enough distance to go to that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you get to the nearest grav train, and you appear inside of that familiar room. And as soon as you appear, you see that there are lights flashing everywhere on the screens. You can see that there's gravity distortions, collisions are imminent, and you, as soon as you appear, you see that there are 3 Bone Trooper commandos like right in front of you.
No.
And they are absolutely startled by your appearance.
Are they on the grav train though?
No, they're out in the like just the open field area, and
We
there's
should
a
just
grav
take
train
off.
behind you.
We should just take off and wave goodbye.
They stop and they stare at you for a moment, and then they like bark orders at each other, and they just turn and they run towards the nearest exit.
Oh.
Yeah, Razel goes to like raise the spear of fates up with its ranged attack ready to release. When they run, he's like, okay.
Easy enough. Raquel, let's go of the hug so that Rats can help get this grav train moving. Also, she's like, you wait. Since when could you do that?
I told you, through the power of friendship, I can do anything.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I don't know if you know this, but Rats is pretty impressive overall, just in general. Like, he can kind of do everything.
Thanks, Sev. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I'm basically a god at this point.
All I can do is just punch people real good. I can shoot people real good.
I can love people.
Kima's gone
You sound like an old teammate I used to have.
on this little planet called Castroville.
This little old planet known as Castroville. Alright,
All right.
let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
We all run towards the grav train.
Yes.
Well, wait, we were on it, right?
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
the grav train, Kevin.
So you
Like I
hop on
said, we run towards the grav train.
Razel jumps off and then turns back around and runs towards the grav train.
I leave without
No, that grav train, not this one. This
He's
one.
like, I'm an independent Vesk. I don't need help.
So you hop on the grav train. You've done this before. You get the thing going. You shoot out of the station at incredible speed, and as you're flying through the corridors, you see that there are other grav trains like shooting off in different directions. Seem to be filled with all manner of undead as they seem to be evacuating the ship. They see you. They pay no attention to you, and within 10 minutes or so, you make it to the grav train station, the first one that you boarded, once you got to the hangar country. It seems to be clear, devoid of any activity, and you see that there are more warning signs popping up on every display, sort of counting down the distance, time to impact. And you guys hop off and you make your way back towards the hangar country, where you found your good buddy that I can't remember their name. Malachar.
Keith. Oh,
R.I.P.
And let me go ahead and switch over here so you can see where you are.
she served her purpose.
So yeah, you appear back in this hallway. To your left was the room where it was the darkened room, the security room where there were all the zombies. And you make a break for the other set of double doors to get to the hangar.
Oh, yeah.
You know it.
All right, I need everybody to roll a perception check.
Oh.
Perception check.
Perception. Something I'm.
Patched you, bud.
Finish it.
Let's see here.
Finish the sentence.
Let's see here. That's going to be a 1.
Oh,
Nice.
I got a 28.
I notice everything, Chris.
He got so low that he just rolled over into being high.
Yeah. That's how it works.
I got a 19.
19. What's everybody else got?
28.
Damn.
I'm trying to do math. Give me one moment, please.
2 plus 2
Is 5.
I got a 36.
Oh, damn.
All right, everybody but Razel, who's distracted by the pretty lights. You hear.
Oh, you're
You
gonna
hear
make him
the-
spit out his soda again.
You hear like footsteps up ahead as you're running down the hallway here, and I noticed that Razel got to about here,
Nope.
which is fine.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense to me.
I don't know where everybody else is. I don't know if Razel's going ahead by himself,
I
but
don't even know where I am on this map.
Oh, I
right
see
now.
it. Okay. Where did?
Bottom right.
I'm running right alongside my cohorts.
okay. So yeah, you get up there, and amazingly enough, somehow Razel doesn't see this, but everybody else is aware of it. Just around the corner, you see 3 of these lovely guys that you encountered before, Baycocks. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Wasn't really.
I don't go in the surprise round.
Do not, sir.
Oh boy.
Which
That's a
thing
good
was
roll.
the big cock again?
The big cocks were the
Kevin.
The guys who can
bones
paralyze you.
that can paralyze you.
Oh, that's not good. Did Kevin get another one?
Oh my god. That's
No,
it just
so Ryan's like puts up his fingers 3-0.
That's what my
and I'm
initiative
like
was. 3. Oh my god. No, he just like I looked because I didn't want to say it. I just did 3-0 because that was my total, and he's went 3. But I'm like, there's no way that's only what you got.
No,
I know your initiative
that's
bonus is way higher.
Yeah, it's
All right, Razel, what do you got?
11.
11. Oh, hey, hello, computer.
I'm so perceptive
What?
and fast on my feet.
Where did I go?
And I have no idea.
How the
where
fuck
you
did I get up there? What the hell?
Where did you go?
I went to that room of like I had myself next to Razel because I figured that's where I'd be at, and then I scrolled back up and I didn't see where I was, and I was like, did I disappear? And I was in like the middle of that pit up there, that room we never went into.
Yeah, the mud room.
The mud room?
Was it?
The poop room.
All right, Raquel, what do you got?
21.
And Seth.
30.
30. And Rats.
19.
19.
That's what I rolled.
Wait, sorry, 18.
Oh, 18. 18.
It's a little
That's
different.
different.
It is different.
No shit.
I'll give you that.
She.
And in a surprise round, it is.
Going on a lemon, say it might be my turn.
It is Sev's turn. Yeah, so you can take a move or standard.
I think I'm just gonna. I'd argue I wouldn't have a weapon out.
Well,
Right.
we'd probably be.
No, yeah, I guess you're right. We would, wouldn't we?
Yeah, like I'm 100% have my weapon out.
Yeah.
Well, your
Considering
weapon's
I've been using it
range.
as like a walking stick.
Well, because I guess you gotta think like, right, you're still gonna run into people
Yeah,
like
we're-
exactly this situation. Ow!
Yeah, good job hitting your mic.
I didn't hit the mic. I hit the stand. So we'll just say it was out, right?
Yeah.
It's always out. Dick's out for
Harambe.
bone chips. If that's the case, Chris, I'm gonna peek around the corner here and I'm gonna shoot the green one, or if, for Kevin, the far right one.
Thank you.
What's
I
it called?
thought it was green,
It
but
is.
I thought it could also be like orange or yellow. I'm not sure.
It's green, bud.
yeah.
So here I go, Chris. One shot, one opportunity.
Sees everything that
Does a 35 hit?
Yeah.
Don't sound so
Yeah.
disappointed.
No, can you sound more disappointed?
That's for
Yeah.
a total of 35 damage. Almost max.
35 damage. Almost
Right.
max, you say?
Yeah, almost.
All right, so solid hit. Let's see who's up next. We've got Raquel.
All right, real quick. Where are we trying to head? Are these guys in our way?
Straight up.
Straight
Okay.
up.
Okay. So, yeah, from where she is, she sees them, and she is not wanting to waste any time here. So she immediately throws her hands out and casts her spell she hasn't gotten to use yet, I don't think, Cosmic Eddy.
Okay.
So it has a 20-foot radius spread. Yeah, so she throws it out like right in the middle of those three. And that is a DC saving throw reflex for partial.
Okay. So let's see. First one got a 26.
That passes.
Second one a 20. And third guy 19.
Oh, they all pass. That's great. That's fine. Alright, basically I pull dormant mystical energy from the land and objects around me to use it to create a swirling eddy that batters your foes, and it can hinder their movement. So it deals 46 bludgeoning damage. Additionally, creatures in the area are knocked prone and are reduced to half speed while the spell is in effect. A creature that succeeds at a reflex save takes half damage and is not knocked prone but is still reduced to half speed. So, I rolled a total of 17. What is that, 6? Or no, I can't do math.
8.
7?
8.
8. Check you out, do the math.
All right, so that's 8 for each of them.
Yes.
And they are not prone, but they move at half speed.
Yes.
And it lasts for
12 rounds.
Okay. All right, so we've got this Cosmic Eddy swirling in the hallway, and it is still a surprise round. It's a rat's turn.
Okay. Rats is just gonna.
Keep running.
He just keeps running.
That's what I thought Raquel was going to do. I ain't got
thought
time for
about
this.
Rats is going to look at all the options. He's constantly doing the like Sherlock Holmes, like slowing things down, taking into account all the weaknesses, and the answer just comes up pretty simply. He looks up at 2 points on the wall, and he raises both hands up and then just like points them together. And as he does that, these giant 5-foot thick metal blast doors close the hallway shut, creating a barrier
Ooh.
between us and them.
Nice.
I cast
I have it.
blast door.
hell yes.
I was wondering about that spell. I was like, that's cool. I wonder when he's ever going to get to use that. I don't have any doors, so I'll just draw a line.
Sounds good.
Hold on.
5 foot
You're going to
thick.
love this line. So what color do you want these doors to be?
My blast doors are red, blood red.
Oh, they're blood red. I gotta change it then. Okay, blood.
Speaking of doors, as we run by that one door that was talking to us in that other episode, Rats is like,
Yeah.
the end is coming soon, door.
I remembered you.
I remembered
You're
my
really
promise to you,
sad.
door.
Please take me with you.
That wasn't the deal.
Oh. All right. Nice use of a spell. It's these creatures' turn.
Well, wait, I'm gonna keep running.
It's Mirror Standard.
Yeah, surprise round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, surprise round.
All right, so they're going to take their. So they can run out of this thing free of charge, right? Or do they have to make a
Half movement.
Half speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
We can't see this.
Okay, so they move. You can't see this, and it is round one. Sev, you're up.
Are we just running for the exit? I
Hell
assume?
yeah.
He's just gonna double move. Like after seeing the wall go up, realizing that they're gonna have some time, like he just goes, "All right, let's get the hell out of here."
Razzle's like, what the fuck just happened?
I made a door.
A
That's
blood
insane.
red, jagged door.
It's a very metal door.
Raquel like isn't phased because
But,
she was just told he's a god.
How do you kill a god?
Okay, it's Raquel's turn.
Yeah, she's gonna double move too. She's trying to book it out of there.
All right, so double move and Rats. It's your turn.
I run.
Razel, you finally get the opportunity to do something.
I too also run. I'm actually going to use the run action. So I can move up to 120 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And then I run straight into the door. That's not true. I have the flat-footed condition currently, if that makes any difference.
One of those things that like almost killed you, like there's like that stuff you just come out of nowhere. Oh, you thought it was over.
All right, it is round two. It is Sev's turn.
You can open that door up.
Hey, so run up and open up the door.
All right. Move action to run up. Move action to open the door. It's Raquel's turn. Door's
Get in
wide
there, go,
open
go,
now.
go, go, go.
I'm running through the door.
Very engaging combat.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to like get this thing to work. Once we get in here though, are we trying to just keep going straight or left or right?
You as soon as you burst through the door, you see Kenneth up in the upper right-hand corner,
Oh.
standing by the airlock.
Okay, so I kind of run diagonally towards him. To the right.
Okay, Rats, you're up.
Oh. I wanted to run up and then blast door the other doors.
Yeah, you have the line of sight, I assume.
I mean, it's a spell. I would assume so. What else can I do that's fun?
Ghost bike.
I don't have Ghost Bite,
God damn it, this whole podcast was a waste.
basically.
If you don't have ghost bike, then what are you doing?
Right.
It's just part of the
Teleporting
when you want to
and shooting lightning out of my fingers.
when you want to min max your character, always pick ghost bike. You know those like builds on like websites where like the color code what's the best, and you're like green's the best, and it's like just put like gold next to ghost bike for ultra best.
No, it's got its own.
It's got its own category. It just says ghost bike.
category.
I get moved up, and then I ready a standard action for if I see one of those boner guys.
Okay, so you're ready in action, and it is Razel's turn. You're standing over next to your good buddy who just opened the door for you.
Get in there, Razel. All right.
And he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And And then I'm going to also ready an action to fire my Spear of Fates at the next enemy I see.
Okay. Ready in the action. All right, and it is now. So you're standing there, you're waiting, and you see the door burst open, and this creature comes flying around. It makes it just around the corner. And actually, it's going to finish out its movement here. And it runs about 20 feet from the door. And Rats, you have a ready to action.
I have a readied action, and I will use that to cast a spell. Command Undead.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Oh my god.
So that's a
that's
will
a-
save.
All right, will save. Make sure I got the right.
I have a ready
so-
action to shoot the next guy.
I'm assuming that's a fail with a 6 on the die.
Maybe?
Unless it has a plus 15 or something.
No, like I got a 16.
It's DC 21.
Okay, so I'll put the little broken heart on him because he is no longer with his friends. And so you command undead. Is there anything you say as you do this?
Tommy, man, what's with the gun?
They won't. They've actually attached it to my body. I can't take it off.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
It really sucks.
Messed up.
Yeah, well, they think it's gonna keep us working, you know.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, yeah, you should try it sometime so you can understand my plight.
Just get a gun grafted to your arm.
Well, you know, I got the old tail blade. That's kind of similar.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This sucks, man. I mean, it's handy, but then you can't take it off. Are you able to give him a command at this point, or it's just you got control of him right now?
Well, I would assume that he took command of him. as soon as he got
treats
right
us
here.
as friendly.
Okay.
It will not
couldn't remember
attack
if there
me
was.
as the spell lasts. I assume he's an intelligent undead.
He is. I don't think. Why? What does unintelligent get?
An unintelligent undead creature gets no saving throw against this spell. When you control a mindless being, you can communicate only basic commands such as come here, go there, fight, stand still, and so on. Unintelligent undead won't resist suicidal or obviously harmful orders.
I'm not sure how to tell if I think it's just a really low intelligence score would be, because he's got a 10 intelligence.
That's it. Then yeah.
It's average.
Okay.
Isn't it?
It's average.
Okay.
My intelligence.
All right. So yeah, you have control of this creature. What was his name again?
Tommy.
Tommy. All right.
Tommy DeLong.
Razel, do you shoot Tommy with your ready to action?
I don't know.
It's up to you.
Why is it up? Wouldn't it? Doesn't all this happen at the same time though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
So
but
I think as soon as he comes around that corner, I take the shot.
okay, take your shot.
Okay. I might have missed actually. Maybe not. 23.
That's a hit.
No. Whoops. 28 points. Half fire, half electricity, and I ignore 5 points of DR.
Okay. So, what's up, Tommy? All right, so you hit him, and it is now. It is now one of the other guys' turns, so he comes rushing up. All right, so he turns the corner. Another one of these big hawks, and he's going to take a shot at Razel as the closest person to him.
Razel shoots and is like,
Wait, you know this guy?
Damn it, Razel. Why did you shoot Tommy?
You should have told me that you were gonna cast whatever that spell is.
All right, so you see like this smoke coalesce around the gun as it seems to be loaded with this bone bullet, and it's a 30 against your KAC.
Miss.
Shoots and just like clinks off the armor, but doesn't do any damage at all. And now it is the last one's turn. Scoot shot. This one cannot quite. It's got to double move to get to this point, so it can't take a shot. And now it is time for something interesting to happen.
It's Sev's turn. It's always interesting.
Something interesting before Sev's turn.
No such thing.
It's the only thing that happens in this podcast is Sev's turn. What are you talking about?
Where have you been the last like 3 years? It's only been Sev.
Even when he wasn't in the podcast.
Even when he was in the show, it was always Sev.
All right, nothing interesting happens, but you do feel rumbles of gravitational distortions begin to shake up the ship.
Oh shit! I didn't even
We gotta
think
go.
about that. Yeah,
I definitely
we have to
shouldn't
leave.
have had those burritos before on the planet.
The ship-sized burritos that just gobbled them up, and now the ship has indigestion.
Yeah.
It's
Two
Seb's
ships.
turn, round 3.
Sev is just gonna double move 60 feet into the room and just run by everybody.
Taken off. And Raquel, you're standing there. Seb just ran past you, and you see these 3 creatures have your friends in their sights. What do you do?
Yeah, she tries to like steady herself because of what just happened with the ship, and then she's like, "Guys, we gotta freaking go!" And then she like takes off towards HR guy. I forgot his name.
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
How could you forget Kenneth's name? I have a T-shirt with Kenneth's face on it.
But yeah, she double moves and she's running up there and she's almost there.
Kenneth says, hurry, I'm cycling the airlock right now. Everybody else is already on board. And it's Razel's turn.
Wait, why?
Ready to action. No.
Oh wait, no, he already did that.
Yeah,
Right?
well, it bumped you down.
Oh.
You and Rats were both bumped down because you used your ready action right before the,
We used it at the same time, so he should go right before me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think though. You ready your action, and it takes place right before. Okay, so for some reason it bumped you guys differently. So let me go ahead and change that. All right, so Rats, it's your turn.
I guess I'm just gonna try and make things tough for these guys. I'm gonna cast Gravity Well.
You will. What is the radius on that?
It's a 20-foot radius. You alter gravity in an area, making a central point of high gravity that pulls creatures toward it. Each creature in the area when the spell takes effect is knocked prone unless it succeeds at a reflex saving throw. Any creature that starts its turn in the area must succeed at a reflex saving throw or be drawn 15 feet closer to the center of the area. This movement provokes attacks of opportunity. Creatures adjacent to the spell's origin point take a -2 penalty to avoid being pulled. So I would like them to be closer to the center. I didn't want it to be centered on them. I want it to hopefully pull them backward.
Okay, so scoot it so like this,
Yeah.
or closer. Well, that would put them right on the center. So they're 5 feet away from the center.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're happy with that?
Yep.
All right. I think you can take control of that as well. I'm not sure.
You also have some movement to.
Yeah. Okay, so cast Gravity Well, and then you still have a move action.
I'm going to head towards the ship to get out of here. I'm going to get right next to Sev.
Okay. And up with Sev. Razel.
I am Alright. I'm going to also run 30 feet towards the ship and then take a pot shot at the red guy. The one closest to us. That's not Tommy. Here we go. That's a 30 something.
That's a hit something.
Right. That will be 26 points of damage. Half electricity, half fire.
All right. So yeah, you burn and singe and blow off a couple of chunks of this creature's bone matter, damage its armor a bit as you flee the scene. It is now. Let's see. So they have to make a reflex save at the beginning of their turn, or were they supposed to do it right away?
When they start, actually, so I think they're supposed to do one right away and then one at the start of their turn if they're in the gravity well.
All right, let me go ahead and roll these real quick. So I got an 18 for green, 29 for Tommy, and 26 for red.
Okay, so the first one fails, the other two pass. DC 23.
Okay. All right, so the green one's just prone, and then the rest of them are just standing up. And
Yeah, and then
does
they
he slide
have
back
to,
towards the center?
Well, that's at the start of their turn they have to make a reflex, or else they get pulled back.
Okay. All right, so one's prone, the other two are not. So it is now the one that's prone's turn. I'm going to go ahead and roll the reflex save to see if it's dragged further. It's a 27.
That's a pass.
All right, so it stands up, and they can only move half speed.
Nope.
Oh,
That's
they
a
can move
different
regular
spell.
speed. Okay.
Yeah, that was mine.
So standing up, desperately wanting to take a shot, she's going to hold its ground, and it's going to fire at. I think Seb is slightly closer. Let's take a shot at Seb. So again, you see the ammunition coalesce, and one shot. That's going to be 38 to hit.
Yep.
All right, that's 24 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Shit. 24.
All right, you've felt this before, man. You saved this off. You're a hardy guy, so
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're able to, like you're seizing up at all.
Not today.
All right,
Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
The next creature is going to make its reflex save. Red is 26, so it's not dragged in. It is going to move, and it is going to fire at. Let's see, I'm gonna roll a d20 and see who's gonna go after. All right, even is gonna be Seb, odd, Razel, because Razel's odd. All right, it's going after
Sure.
Razel.
Do it.
All right, so infused ammunition again. That's a 32.
Beat my AC by 1.
28 points of piercing damage. Half of that's negative energy. And I need you to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude. 22.
Fortitude.
You're good, man. The adrenaline's coursing through your veins. Can't stop, won't stop. And now it's Tommy's turn. Tommy's like, hey, where y'all going?
I'm pretty sure my command undead's busted as soon as Razel shot him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right, so he shakes off, and he's going to take a shot at Razel because Razel shot at him. And so again, infused ammunition. It's going to be natural 1.
Haha.
And he has a name.
He does have
He
a
did.
name. Let's see.
Probably doesn't even affect him since,
Well, I do
You
like the name of
automatically
it.
hit. and then
You re-roll. If it hits, it's a crit. One of the dumbest fumble cards I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
I do like the name of it, but it's not going to matter. It's called It Got a Piece of You. Apply your weapon's critical hit effect, if any, to yourself.
hitting me. And it's paralyzed, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they can't be paralyzed.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. So you begin to feel some more fluctuations of gravity as this ship is careening closer and closer to its destination, and but nothing seems to change. It's round 4. Sev, you're up.
I like to move it. He's gonna run like right up past Raquel. Like, we're almost there. We need to. Whoop, a little too far. We need to go.
We're almost
Can
there.
you guys actually use the run action at this point?
I did.
I'm just double moving.
Okay. All right, so Seb, you get within 10 feet of the airlock, and Kenneth's like, "Ah, it's good to see you again. I've got her all prepped and ready to go." Raquel.
She moves up just outside of the door because she wants to make sure that the other two are able to get up here and out of here.
I mean, you can go ahead and go in the airlock. It's open.
Okay. She'll go in there, but like not very far because she wants to make sure that like she's not leaving anyone behind.
Okay, so inside the safety of the airlock, Raquel sits, peering out, seeing her comrades, and it is now Rat's turn. You've got these creatures pursuing you. You're almost there. It'd be tragic if somebody ended up paralyzed at this point.
Oh god.
I don't really have anything good left to cast to try and stop these guys, so I'm just gonna run up to the door
Okay.
to try and get out.
All right, so double move, just getting to the airlock door. Razel, it's your turn.
I am going to do the same.
All right, so
So the doors are
hightail-
open?
Yes, Kenneth has them open for you.
All right. I take one step into the door.
Makes it. And all right, so it's one of these creatures' turn. Failed my save on the gravity well, so is he prone and pulled closer, or
No,
just
he
pulled closer?
just gets pulled 15 feet closer.
Okay, to the
prone
center.
thing's only on the initial casting.
Okay. So he gets pulled closer, and then he's going to try to move back out. All right, and that, let's see if he's got the range to take a shot. Just has 7 range, so he's going to take a shot at Sev. All right, that's a 38 against your KAC.
Pretty sure that's what you rolled last time.
And that is 18 points of damage, half piercing, half negative energy, and I need that fortitude save.
23.
All right, he's all fired up. No, nothing happens, and
I think I'm gonna come all this way at the end and then get paralyzed. No,
Can you imagine that? All right, so it's now.
We're leaving you.
I'd never come back to the show.
I mean, okay, it's now the other creature's turn. He is just in range of Sev as well, and he's gonna full attack. So the good news is he's gonna take a hefty penalty to this.
The bad news is you have to roll multiple fortitudes.
Yeah, the rolls the same.
Yeah, I know.
All right, first attack, 33.
You were almost right.
It was.
Yeah.
That's 21 points of damage, and that fortitude save.
22.
Okay, second attack is a 32 KAC.
Yep.
That's 24 points of piercing, half piercing, half negative energy.
I'm almost out of stamina. Not that it matters. 21.
Okay, still good, but now it's this Tommy's turn, so he's going to make a reflex save. It's 15, so he's pulled back. And then he is going to... he's actually going to fly.
Can I fly?
Yeah, man. Just go ahead and do it.
All right, so he makes it all the way over to kind of like in between all of those little portals in the ground where you fought the one bone trooper that came out in the
Little ship thing.
yeah, the little one-man ship. And this creature is going to take... Tommy's going to take one potential final shot before you guys escape here. Again, the infused ammunition, a 24 against your KAC. Misses, buffeted by the gravity well, and the deck plating begins to shake too. You start to hear, like, probably echoing from further down in the ship somewhere, like the sound of metal wrenching. Round 5, I think you guys can pretty much get there now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, get in there, get in there! Is Seb going to take one last shot here?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw him doing
On
the
the
measuring.
Shot on the run. He's gonna he's gonna run into is the one right in front of me as well. The airlock that's right in front of me where Razel's is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna run in there, stand next to Razel, but as he's gonna run, he's gonna turn around and just do a quick shot on the run with his X gun. 32,
Hit.
29 damage.
All right, you hit him, and you like blow off chunks of his bone and armor, and you see him like get knocked around, like he's trying to get back on course to fly at you. Raquel, you're already inside.
Yeah, so I'm just like, come on, rats, come on, Kenneth.
This feels like an XCOM mission.
It does. You have to get everyone else to the
Yeah, you have to get everyone in the little
in the little
square
squares.
and before it lets you leave.
Rats, any one last thing you want to do before you get in there?
I flip off Tommy.
We could have been best friends. You chose this.
You flip off Tommy, step inside.
Razel
Razel,
sweats a
you're
little
already
bit.
inside.
Because it was his fault.
Kenneth slides in as well, and as the doors begin to close, you see this Tommy just like fly up, and he gets right up to the door as it closes shut. Airlock begins to cycle, and Kenneth says, "Everybody's already on board. We just got to make a short walk to get to the ship. Let's go." The outer bay doors open, and he steps out onto the hull of the Empire of Bones, activating his boots so that he can walk.
Didn't we have like future rope?
Yeah, but how'd we do that?
Cable
Do
line.
we still have that? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, you would still have it like tied off and everything. So,
Okay.
yeah, you guys slowly poke your heads out of the airlock portal, and you just are immediately hit by like the lights of the gate, and you begin to make your way across to the your ship. Gosh, I never remember what it is when I need
Good
to.
intent.
Good
The
intent.
good intent. It's sitting there waiting for you. You get to the airlock doors. All the while, you can feel these subtle tremors vibrating through the hull of the ship that you're walking on. And you eventually make it into the airlock doors. Board your ship. Where do you guys go?
Home.
The bridge. Push back past all of those shimmering that are all over the place.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, they're very sharp because they're like, aren't they like crystalline creatures?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They we get crystal cuts on the way in there. That ship's no longer in there, Chris.
No, remember we threw it at the other ship.
Yeah. Let me get rid of that ship. Because it's been a while since we've been here.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I've got you guys here on the bridge, wherever you want to place yourselves.
I assume that's
Raquel, where are you heading?
To the magic officer station, but she kind of like just slumps in the chair and takes like a deep breath, like not like she lets out a big breath of air.
Okay, so magic officer station, but kind of winded from this journey. And Jeeves pipes up and he says, "Captain, I'm reading all sorts of gravitational disruptions. They're growing exponentially." And you begin to just hear the sound of this metal like arcing and creaking. And he throws up on the view screen a display of the ship, and it's from like a side angle view, so you can see like the very front end of the Empire of Bones now has made contact with the cellular generator. And there's like a ripple of gravity waves emanating out, like you threw a rock in a puddle and it's splashing out. Captain, we need to initiate our engine as quickly as possible. What are your orders, sir?
Rats looks over to Razel and he's like, I guess punch it?
All right. He punches it again. He goes full throttle on the thrusters, trying to get out of here as quickly as possible.
All right, you punch those thrusters, and the ship doesn't respond right away. It begins to like lift off, but then it almost feels like it's stuck. And I need somebody to make a computers check.
I need more power.
Jeeves, what's happening? Rat starts like tapping on one of those like side consoles on his captain's chair. Oof. That's not good.
I aid. If you need me to.
You aid?
I can if you want me to.
Yeah.
You automatically did.
I automatically did it anyway, but yeah, now I automatically
I
do
just
it.
rolled a natural 1.
Oh shit.
It's not a good time to do that.
This is wait. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be like
So Sev does aid rats?
yes.
Okay. Then with my 1, I get a 29.
Do you get any bonuses from the ship?
Yes.
Oh, the good intent has some kind of computer bonus. Where is that? I think we have a +3 duo node.
Yes. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
So
This
with
is
the
from-
+3,
yeah.
that's a, what is it?
32.
32. Okay. You do a computer's check. You take kind of like a brief scan of the surrounding space. Not only do you know that the engines are indeed working, you're just overcoming an enormous amount of gravitational pulls. You do notice that there are 3 small ships flying towards the good intent. These are like the one pilot things that you encountered early on. And they look like they're preparing to fire. So since you were able to scan successfully, you do have a moment to get your shields up if you'd like.
Oh no. Guys, we got incoming fighters. Jeeves, raise the shields.
Fuck.
Yes, Captain. Shields are up. And as the shields go up, they begin to take a shot. So let me go ahead.
You guys notice that we have 6 bone soldiers hanging onto the wing of our ship?
I didn't.
Man, they've been there for a long time.
Oh, there they are.
They're adding
right.
drag to our ship.
So I got a 30 against your AC.
I have no idea what our AC is. Okay. Our AC should be 32.
Okay. All right, so the first one misses. The second one misses. I rolled a natural 1. The third one hits with a natural 20.
Of course it does.
But not a lot of damage. Only 5 points of damage absorbed by the forward shields.
Yes.
And then these things go flying over you, and then they all of a sudden like just get pulled into the Empire of Bones and crash and just blow up and skid down the side of the hull.
All right.
Captain, there are no more incoming vessels. However, we need to get more power to the engines in order to clear this vessel.
That's one way of taking out some fighters. Can I take the overload action to boost our to divert? No, not overload. That's the one that requires resolve points. Can I divert power to the engines?
Yes.
Okay. What's the simple DC for Starship stuff, Kevin?
I think ours. Oh gosh. It's gonna be like. You're doing science officer stuff.
Engineering stuff.
Engineering stuff. I don't know how accurate that is. Divert has I have 25 DC, but
Let's go with that.
Okay.
okay. Well, technically,
And Rats is super stressed out. So he's not doing well in a very stressful situation. Everything's coming down around him. Gravity is shifting pretty bad. I rolled a 7. But with my engineering, that's a 29.
Okay. So yeah, you are successful.
I would like to also take a action called Full Power, where I can move up to 1.5 times my speed.
And I want to shoot the guns backwards to make us go faster.
Do it. All right. No.
Yeah, so he...
Okay,
That makes
so,
sense. The turret?
So yeah, go ahead and fire the guns and whatever order you want.
I gotta spend a resolve point. Hold on.
I move... I don't have the list of stuff up right now, so I don't exactly know what the bit was, but he's going to move like one of the guns, like the ones at like the aft and like the turret, just to start shooting it. Maybe it'll...
Broadside?
Yeah, the like broadside it from the back to try to push it forward. I don't know if this is helping, but it's fun.
You shoot it at Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy's like, fuck you, Tommy.
Okay, so we've got successful divert. We've got all the aft weapons being fired. And your ability just lets you move up to 1.5 times your speed?
Yeah, it just spends a resolve point.
Okay.
There's no roll or anything.
I need you to make a piloting check. You get a +2 for the divert. You get a +2 from the guns. If Raquel wants to do anything, you can get another +2. Plus, you get whatever's from the ship.
Sure, I'll do something.
What are you gonna do?
What do you need me to do?
Let's figure something out. Let's see. Psychic currents looks cool.
Okay.
I don't know what it does, but it sounds like something. You alter the physics around your ship. Makes sense to me.
All right.
But it's a really high DC.
Whatever you're going to do, Raquel, we need you to do it now because there is a high gravimetric wave coming at us.
All right.
I don't think mechanically it makes sense, but thematically it makes sense. Does that make sense, Chris?
Yes. Sounds
Okay.
good.
So just roll. It's a mysticism check.
Okay.
Roll really high.
All right. 18 plus 20, 38.
That's
You got
exactly the DC.
Oh, are you
got it.
serious?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do that.
All right,
Okay.
so you got a +8.
Plus 8 plus my 19 piloting. So that's plus 27. Here we go.
Imagine like the lights are flickering because Rats has diverted power away, and then like the ship is just shaking immensely with
Yeah.
like the weapons being fired repeatedly and
Natural 18. That's a 45.
Nice. All right, so with all of this going on, you manage to get the ship off, and you begin to fly at full power. And behind you, you see that the Empire of Bones, the outer hull, plates are being thrown up off of this thing. You can clearly see where this immense gravitational wave is coming, and it's flying towards you, and you feel like it's gaining on you, and at the last second you're able to punch it, and you just take off, gliding along the hull the entire time, and then you pull away and you shoot out into open space. And you watch as this ship slowly collides. As you're flying away over the course of
Minutes.
Well, over the course of like the next 15 to 30 minutes, you see as the ship slowly is crashing into what seems like frozen in time and eternity. And then all of a sudden, you just see this massive explosion between these two vessels, and it just radiates outward. And you are flying alone in the depths of this region of space as other undead ships have already fled the scene. Captain, it seems that the weapon has been destroyed.
Yeah, I think we all let out a sigh of relief. Bratz is kind of gripping his console on both sides, like leaned forward in his chair. And
Razel's has his grip on the throttle.
and Ratz just kind of sits back in his chair and just...
Sev just kind of like puts his head, like his hand, like his arms on the console and puts his head down and just like, oh my god. Oh, I need a drink. Anybody else need something? I'll get it. You guys want anything?
I could go for a drink.
All right. Razel, Rats.
I don't drink, but I think maybe we've earned one drink.
Would you like me to mix it for you, Captain?
No, Sev's got it. And then Rats pulls his visor off and holds it up, looking back at him. And he's like, so anyway, that's the end of my stream.
I forgot he's been streaming the whole time.
If you like this, check me back next Thursday. I'll be streaming whatever the new game is. I don't know. I just blew up a galaxy-destroying weapon. So hit the bell, like and subscribe. Rat Pack out.
I forgot that was still happening.
I did.
So we go and we go get a drink in the kitchen.
I'll bring him up here. I'm just gonna make him in there.
Where are all these passengers we have aboard?
Well, there's like hundreds of them, right? You said?
Yeah.
So they're just like jammed everywhere where there's room.
In the cargo bays, in the vid game room or whatever it's called, I forget.
Something sweet, I want to say. Where we should probably talk to, what was her name?
Callie.
Callie?
Yes.
And see where they need to go, because we don't have the resources to keep them on the ship very long.
No, there are new pets, Kevin.
There's gonna be that bathroom's gonna get wrecked.
And I know the perfect person to clean it. So I guess over the ship intercom system, Rats is like, Callie, could you please come to the bridge? In Eoxian.
This is where like 8 Callies come up because they have all like,
Report
the
to
same
the principal's
name.
office.
That's their last name?
Yeah, their last name. So you're like, oh fuck.
A short while later, you see the bridge doors open as she walks in. Yeah, you called for me?
Well, I guess we have escaped the gravity well around the stellar degenerator exploding. I just wanted to know where we can drop you and your people off at.
We're from Shimrini, which I know that's not the right name, but that's what I'm saying right now.
Well, you've been enslaved for a really long time. It's understandable that you'd forget the name of your planet.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Not everybody made it, but
Shimrin Sara.
Shimrin Sara.
Yep.
Not everybody made it, but most of us did. It's been so long since we've been home. I don't even know if anybody would remember us or if we'd be welcome back. We'd be grateful either way. If you want to take us home or if you want to return to your your home. Maybe they could take us in refuge. I don't know. We just all need time.
Is there at this point, can Raquel like do some scans to see like what some of the closest inhabitable planets would be for them?
Could drop them off at a random planet.
Well, no, I'm thinking like maybe some that can help them get home if we can't, because we don't have the resources.
Yeah. I mean, we can get back to Absalom in 1d6 days.
Yeah. There, you would know, or she'd be able to tell you. Actually, her friend Mallow would be able to tell you that, you know, kind of like the coordinates, the area. But since it's in the vast, it would take, I think it's 5d6 divided by your drift engine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's doable, but, you know, how much time do you want to spend taking them home?
I mean, we
Right.
did restock, I assume, when we were back there, what,
I mean, if
a
we
day ago? Was that a day ago? No. We rested on the Empire Bones. So
At least a day ago.
2 days ago? 3 days ago?
if we limit how much we're consuming, then we should be able to like manage getting them back to Absalom without anyone starving to death.
I'm sorry.
It's like much less to get back to Absalom Station, right?
1d6.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
1d6,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we roll 6, we don't want to go like 6 days without food.
Well, we'll just eat some of the shimmering.
Oh god.
It's fine.
Look,
I
we
also,
saved them. They owe us their lives.
So, Chris, did you look at the dimensions of an average shimmering? At all?
At one point, yeah.
7 feet tall and
Yeah, yeah.
600 pounds.
Yeah.
No wonder our ship's stuttering out like and shaking. We've hit the weight max.
So yeah, I mean, you could take them back to Absalom, which is gonna be a much shorter trip. You could try to take them out to Shimranzan. I can't remember what it is.
Shimran Sara.
Shimransara, which is gonna be a much longer trip.
Yes.
And they don't want to impose upon you either. And there's always the possibility that once you got back to the Starfinder Society, that somebody would be willing to take them out, even explore their planet. You know.
Yeah, I think the plan is we're definitely going back to Absalom if it's the closest. We're just trying to make sure that like we can manage our resources on the way.
Well, don't some of you have the ability to, like, you don't have to eat?
Yeah,
Doesn't somebody
rats-
have the stone?
Rats doesn't have to eat.
All right, so
think-
that's 1 out of 104 people.
I sold mine right before it took effect.
No.
You fat sack
I think we'll be fine. We should be fine. Like we know that we might have to limit it, but let's see how long it takes to get back first. Who's rolling
D6.
the D6?
I'll do it.
Okay.
6.
I knew it. I knew it.
It was gonna be something different. It bounced off my laptop and like slid to a 6. I was like, oh.
I feel like it's because we are at maximum weight capacity. The ship's
Yeah.
like, look, you're lucky I'm getting you back.
Here's a little fun note. Shimmerines are able to change their body slightly to fit their needs.
Mm-hmm.
Make them slimmer so they're not as fat.
All right, so what's the plan then? What are you doing? What'd you decide?
We are gonna go back to Absalom Station because it's the fastest way. Then the Starfinder Society can help relocate them if they would like such a service.
I don't know. Chiska seems like a pretty tough cookie, but maybe.
Sucks butt. So Rat's over the intercom in Eoxian is like,
Alright, this is your ship's captain. We are just escaping the gravity well of the, massive space weapon. It's gonna take us about 6 days of,
drift travel to get back to Absalom Station. And once we get back, you can wherever the hell you want. Thanks for flying on the Good Intent.
You know what's really funny? Like, I just now realized. If this is the last episode, right, of this in AP, not only was it in 150 on the dot, we started and ended with that captain bit.
Oh yeah, we did.
That's true.
By the two people who are related of the show.
These will be fun facts for the board game later on.
Is that for the trivia question with the box set?
Yeah.
Adventure awaits the board game, the musical.
Merchandise.
All right, yeah, and with that, Raquel goes up to Callie and kind of gives her a hug, and you showed so much bravery. You have a lot to be thankful for and proud of, and I just... Yeah, I didn't mean thankful for. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself there, Callie. You should be proud of yourself. It's not going to be a fun ride back, but once we're there, I hope you can be able to rebuild your guys' lives and get past what happened to you back there. You're free now.
Thank you so much, Raquel. All I did was survive. You're the hero. If I could be half as good as you are, that would be amazing. You really are a hero. Thank you so much.
I'm glad we could help you guys. I guess just try and find a comfortable spot if you can, and we'll try and get some kind of food or something distributed to hold us over.
And she nods and she turns and looks at everybody for a moment and then makes her way off the bridge. Captain, I believe we have cleared the gravitational well of the Gate of 12 Suns. We are able to activate our drift engine at any time now.
All right, let's charge this sucker up and get the hell out of here.
Let's do it.
Razel, push that button. Push that one button on the console.
There's more than one button. I don't understand you guys.
I only see one.
He presses the single button that's still there.
The drift engine begins to cycle. It takes about a minute, and after a minute, it's primed and ready to go. And you wink out, and you make your way through the drift for almost a week. You have time to sit and think, reflect on your adventures. Maybe you see the Shimmerine, talk to him a little bit. Maybe you spend some time, playing games or reading a good book. Just getting used to this change of pace. You've been on this journey for so long. Sometime later, Rats slips into the captain's quarters to enjoy a quiet moment to himself. As the doors close, he empties his pockets on the countertop, and then he moves over to the bed and plops down on it. He lets out a big sigh, and after a moment passes, he remembers something. He reaches into his pocket to find that he still has the Admiral's electroencephalon. He stares at it a moment, recalling the battle aboard the Empire of Bones. He bolts over to the sink and places the electroencephalon in it. Pointing his finger towards it, the moisture in the air around begins to coalesce on its surface. Soon afterwards, smoke begins to emanate from the device as it is consumed by acid. Rats puts his hand to his chin and nods in satisfaction. And then Jeeves announces that Absalom Station is within view, and you wink back in to the Packed Worlds. You're hovering just outside of the Armada, and you get a hail from the Starfinder Society. And on screen you see Chiska's face. And he says, "Welcome home." And then we fade. And then we zoom in on Abadar Core, the building in the center of the dome.
Standing outside of Suite 300, Raquel closes her eyes, pausing to steady herself. Gently, she places her hands on the two big wooden doors ahead. As she traces the textured grain with her furred fingers, a flood of memories washes over her. Childish optimism overshadowed by years of fading joy. Being told time and time again that she wasn't good enough. That no matter how many hoops she jumped through, she was always passed over for promotions, for leadership, for anything beyond the mundane. Realizing that after saving the universe, she was too good for this shit. Raquel's fingers stopped abruptly. She breathed in a deep gulp of air, allowing the oxygen to fill her lungs, and she slowly exhaled the negativity of this place. It was now or never. Raquel's eyes shot open as she threw the doors wide with unfamiliar strength, and the startled Kasatha within took a nearly unwavering exam of the woman in front of him. Nearly unwavering. But as she approached Mr. Dinkum's desk, Raquel saw a flicker in his eye which told her all she needed to know. For the first time ever, her presence demanded respect. Mr. Dinkum attempted to regain his composure, leaning back in his chair, folding all four of his arms, and sporting his usual smirk. Dinkum started.
Raquel, welcome. Looks like time out of the office changed you. Good. Though you seem a little worse for wear.
Yeah, saving the universe will do that.
I suppose so. Well, you should get back to work. There's a list of...
Raquel slams her hands on the desk. That's enough, boss. For years, you've never taken me seriously. About anything. You can't keep dangling a carrot just outside of a horse's reach and not expect it to get fed the hell up. I helped save the fucking universe. Do you know how big that is? Is that enough field experience for you?
Now, Raquel.
No, it's my turn to talk. And a proud smile comes across Raquel's face as she straightens. Mr. Dinkum remains still, silent. Life is bigger than these four walls, and I intend to experience it. Go find some other poor sap to do your work. I quit. And then Raquel leaves Suite 300 for the last time, carrying with her a sense of optimism she lost years before.
So we jump forward, and you see this massive stadium. And there seems to be a crowd of people filling it to the brim, kind of like a football stadium. And then down in the center, we see a podium. This is from way up high, we have this view. And then we switch to what appears to be two anchors. Hey, everybody. Well, it is Thrill again, and I have upgraded my voice matrix one last time to give myself a lot more of a human flair. I've had a lot of practice since we had the vid game exposition here, and amazingly, I have my good buddy, A Truck is back, and I'm so glad to be here in Ultra Wave Stadium. Could you believe how extravagantly the Starfinder Society has thrown this celebration? Yes, it is quite... I don't think you know the meaning of awesome! Come on, Thrill, really get into it! Yeah!
Yeah.
And now we go to the Primex herself. And we go down and we see this woman. She's standing there. She approaches the podium, and she's got this long flowing black hair tied up in pigtails. And she's wearing this purple shawl and then like this blue dress uniform underneath. And she says, "Greetings, everybody. I am Primex Kumara Malacruz, and I want to take this time to tell all of you there's been a lot of division among us lately. People like the Strong Absalom movement seek to divide us. They think that this place is only for them. But we are an eclectic mix of varied people from across the galaxy. All of us have joined here today for this momentous occasion. And I want to ask all of you now to see us as one, not many, but as one family struggling to survive, to make it in this world. And though many of us face unknown struggles, some of us have a hard time putting a meal on the table. Some of us suffer from physical ailments. These are people that we never hear their stories. And yet we strive constantly to better the lives of everybody on this station. Yet everything that we do here would be for naught if it weren't for some brave heroes. Some who are not here today. Some who did not survive. But I have the distinct honor of announcing to you today the people that saved the galaxy. You may have seen it on a particular YouTube channel.
SpaceTube, yeah.
SpaceTube? Oh, no, wait. You may have seen it on a particular ViewTube channel of
There you go.
one very famous rats. But here, to introduce them now, we have Rats, and everybody applauds. Razel is here, and everybody applauds. We have Sev, is it Ayoy? I forget.
Yeah.
Ayoy. We have Sev Ayoy and Raquel. And she steps back and they applaud. And you see like balloons are like released into the air. Confetti comes spraying down. The equivalent of the jets flying overhead, like doing this amazing light show. And you guys
We
are
can
just
hear cheering
bathed.
outside our window right now.
Yeah, someone just went, as soon as you say they applaud, you hear someone go, woo! Thank
You're
you.
that famous.
Oh.
Yeah.
The day ensues. You guys meet people, shake hands, the life of a celebrity. You share your stories. You have children running up, wanting your autograph. And then that all kind of dies down. Then later on in the evening, in a quiet time, we see Sev open the doors of an old bar. What's Sev thinking as he walks through, checking this place out?
He looks over, like looking like he kind of runs a finger along the bar portion, and he's like, he kind of like rubs the dust on. He's like, when he like looks around, he's like, "Jeez, there's a lot of work to get done in this place. I don't know what's gonna be harder, fixing this place up or saving the galaxy." He kind of like rubs his hands together, and he goes, "Well, ain't gonna get done just sitting here." And he like rolls his sleeves up and he starts to like wipe off, like just kind of clean everything up. Is this place gonna be nice? He's just talking to himself, you know, when you're alone and you're just. He's like, "Yeah, got the perfect name too. Just have to find a guy to get a sign done."
And as you're doing this, your teammates trickle in, courtesy of the invite that you gave them to check out the place. Rats, Razel, and Raquel, you guys walking through the front door.
Says like he hears you. He's like walking around the corner, like to get behind the bar. He goes, thank you for all joining me. I'm happy you could be in this soon-to-be finished-up place. Obviously, as you can see, I have some works behind me, but I have some time.
What, Sev? This is how you treat a mega celebrity?
Well, I feel like being one myself, I'm only giving the common courtesy that I would expect. Seeing as I said this place isn't finished yet. No, Cap. Yes, Captain, this is how I'm going to treat you for now.
I'd expect to get that discount of 10% on services.
Sure, just for you, bud. No, welcome. This is my new place of business, my bar, saloon, call it what you want. I just got done finishing the paperwork. I've decided to, well, after all that stuff we did, and realizing that I realized that life I can't really do anymore. I just
Getting out of the Merc game?
Yeah, I've done it for a long time, and I just realized that I think that part of my life has run its course. And hell, just my name alone can get me so much business here, and I think I can just do more good. So, welcome, I should say, to my bar, the Center Mass.
That's awesome.
And it's like in first point of business, and he has like a bag with him, and you can stick a mount on the wall. He takes a hot pocket out and he mounts it up there. And he goes, "It's what I brought when I came in, and I didn't leave it." You guys are always welcome here. No worries.
Yeah, Raquel kind of looks around and she's like, "This has great potential, Sev. I think you're gonna do great." She kind of runs her finger across the bar and like gets the dust on her fingers, and she's like, "So, are you do you like doing the cleaning? 'Cause I could, we have token spell. We could clean this place up for you just like that."
No, I had a feeling you were going to say something along those lines, but no, this is my, not to sound like, like I wouldn't appreciate the gesture, but I own this. I want to put my own elbow grease into this. I want to show that these hands aren't just used for pulling triggers. I can also do other things with them.
It's
I want to
actually
work this
really
up.
respectable.
I want to work this place up to be the best place I can be with my hands, and anybody who wants to come work, if I can find people. I've managed people before. I can do it again. It's just this time it'll be serving drinks, not anything worse.
That's a really good sentiment, Sev. I just won't be touching anything until you clean it up.
Well, like I said, I got done finding all the paperwork maybe 20 minutes ago, so I just decided to come down with the keys and look at what kind of work I had ahead of me. So I'd imagine the next couple weeks are going to be busy, but I will definitely let you know when it's open and clean.
So you're saying you don't have anything to drink right now?
Oh, Razel, you obviously don't know me well enough. And he like pulls like a bottle of, I can't remember what we had, what I got from, I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember either.
I can't, wait, I know I got a drink somewhere.
I know there was the
one
like, gun, or the one joke where I said it was like the laser pistol where you shot yourself in the face.
Yeah, it's not,
I don't think that's it.
No, that's not it. It was some kind of like Castrovalian like liquor or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He just pulls out, he pulls out that, and he like with like a couple of like shot glasses. Like, I had these ready just in case just to celebrate if we won. Obviously, we have. He like pours out all the drinks and he's like, well, and he just slides them. He just slides the shots down the bar. He's like, I got to get used to doing that.
Mine is slightly bigger.
Yeah. Razel's shot glass is a whiskey glass. And Ratz's shot glass is a thimble. That kid.
And it slides off of the bar and smashes on the ground because he doesn't want to touch it.
Those were clean. I made sure those were clean. I have another one. Hold on. He pulls out an extra one because I knew you'd do this. He's, please don't drop this one. I don't want more glass in the floor. He's, well, you guys, I know I showed up in a interesting time for this group, but you welcomed me regardless. And I've made 3 friends that I can say that I'll never forget. Something I never really had the luxury of having. But he like raises the shot glass and he goes, to us.
To friendship.
Razel just raises his glass and down, waits for everyone to...
To shooting people in the chest.
Okay. And he's like, just shoots that and goes, might be a little strong for you, Rats, but I think you can handle it.
I told you I don't really drink.
Yeah, well, it's a celebration, but...
So Rat's down to his drink. And then in the next scene, he's wasted.
Oh, no.
So you guys close out the night, hanging out, rehashing the good times. Maybe looking forward to the future.
Remember that time Razel got turned into a girl? That was a good time.
The story of this young vid gamer turned hero is almost too extraordinary to believe. How could a Yosoki, living amongst the rubble of a fallen ship, go on to be a world-renowned vid gamer, and then on to be a savior for the entire universe? Join us as we sit down for the first time with Rats, a self-proclaimed god among us. So Rats, after nearly a month of silence, you chose to livestream what most would consider a horrific, life-altering event. Your followers want to know, what made you do it?
Well, Mavis, frankly, it was cool as hell. I mean, you said it. It was life-altering. And I share everything with my fans. I know I did go dark for a little bit, but things got tough out there in the vast, so...
Well, what do you want to say to the critics out there saying you weren't qualified for the job?
Have you seen me? Of course I wasn't qualified for the job. I mean, for the God's sake, a couple of months ago I was playing vid games for a living. Then they send me out into space to fight a big giant gun? I'd say those critics are all right. But you know, the Starfinders might not be a perfect organization, but they sure do let people like me get their name out there. I mean, just look at me now.
Well, you've accomplished so much already, between becoming a gaming icon and saving the world. What now? Is there someone special in your life? I get the feeling that retirement isn't part of the plan.
Well, first off, Mavis, let me just say, worlds. I saved the entire universe, so let's just get that straight, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Secondly, I really want to just get back to spend some time with my family. This whole ordeal has really gotten in the way of quality time with the people that I love. But let me just say now, this isn't the last you've heard of rats. I'm on to bigger and better things.
The camera pulls out to reveal the Bridge of the Good Intent, with the interview playing on the view screen. We pan around to see a plethora of young Yusoki running around playing games. Two familiar faces stand out as Twem successfully recovers a chew ball from Gun. Uncontrollable laughter and mayhem reverberate throughout the ship. The view shifts to the captain's chair, where we see Rats and his parents trying to get a quiet moment while admiring the ship.
No, Nolt.
Rat's eyes narrow toward one of his siblings.
His name is Gun. If you keep saying it wrong, you're gonna confuse him.
Twick, Rat's mother says. His attention returns to his parents. His mother continues, I'm not saying you were right for leaving, but you sure have lived a very interesting life with more adventure than I'd ever imagined. We're so proud of you, boy. Without you, we'd still be in the dumps of Akiton, his father says. We notice that Rat's dad lingers a little while longer, admiring the fine craftsmanship of the chair. Rat stands and gestures towards it.
Do you want to try it out? It reclines.
As his dad takes a seat, we see a grim expression on Rat's face. His ears shoot back and his fur stands on end.
Something's not right. Jeeves, run a short-range scan.
He trails off, unable to finish the thought as fear and pain flood his mind, and in that instant a familiar Garagackle phases through the hull of the ship. It grabs Rats and lifts him up by his throat. The sounds of frivolity and joy fade away and are replaced with terror. The Garagackle voice invades Rat's mind. Hey, suffering.
You come into my home and attack me in front of my family?
The Garagackle continues to torture Rat's thoughts. Suffering, death. We hear a crackling sound as Rats grasp the Garagackle's arm. Electricity flows from his fingertips, arcing along its skin, leaving jagged burns in its wake. It shrieks in pain, releasing its grip on Rats.
You want to learn about new forms of life? Well, here's something else you can experience.
Rats whispers a quiet word to himself and points his finger towards the Garagackle. The Garagackle begins stumbling backwards as its body morphs and shifts. It shrinks in size. It begins to turn black and white, and its feet turn orange. It develops flippers for arms and begins to waddle around. Its beak opens up, and these strange sounds come out. The Garagackle shrieks in terror as its body morphs.
I only wish Krios were here to see this. You know, I might have even gotten a smile out of him.
The Garagackle waddles forward, flippers outstretched, slapping across the metal plating of the ship. Rat's eyes widen as he snaps his finger. A dark shadow forms behind the Garagackle, now turned penguin. Dust on the deck plating begins to be pulled towards the singularity, and along with it, the Garagackle. As he draws nearer to the singularity, he begins to compress and be crushed into a small pulp, its entrails lying on the floor.
Ugh, gross.
Rats quickly cast Token Spell, cleaning up any remnants of guts. He turns to his parents.
Sorry about that, Mom and Dad. I forgot to take out the trash.
Rats grabs the dismembered penguin and drags it from the bridge. The doors close behind him with a swish, and he stands in front of the airlock. He opens the inner airlock door and tosses the body inside. It thuds against the deck plating. Twem approaches Rats and asks, "What was that?" Rats looks at the body and then at Twem and says,
Just a loose end.
Rats taps the keypad and the body is ejected into space. So what do we do now? Rats thinks for a moment.
Whatever we want.
The scene freezes and awesome 80s music plays. Fade out.
In a nondescript warehouse, we see a high catwalk with a shadowy humanoid figure crossing it. The figure stops, Leaning forward, his face pierces the dark veil. It is Razel Azir. He rests his arms on the rail as he looks beyond, lost in thought. We hear the voice of Razel's wife as we suddenly are whisked to an austere office in the Starfinder Society headquarters.
We must acquire this weapon. With it, we can have all that we've ever wanted.
There's no way. It's too large. I can't rely on my teammates to help either. They would be completely against it.
That does not sound like my husband.
She turns in disappointment, obscuring a slight smile. There may be another way. In a flash, we see a Ciprovoy scurrying out of an office counting his credits. As he leaves view, Razel is seen sitting at a disheveled desk, a human sitting opposite of him. Placing the heavy spherical object he just acquired on the desk, the human turns to Razel.
So all you have to do is use this adapter to connect to Kish computers, and the AI I installed will download any and all relevant data. I engineered a new data storage that can hold significantly more data to hold as much info as possible. If the Kish have any blueprints, this will find it and download it without any security safety measures going off.
Razel nods and then looks at the sphere. You should be careful with that. It nearly killed my associate.
This, my friend, will bring our plans to life.
We flash forward to the records room in the Temple Found. We see Razel step over the corpse of Zavra and plug the datapad into a nearby terminal. He clandestinely glances to the side, watching the party search through the records. Raquel looks in his direction. Razel grabs something off the shelf and tosses it. Nothing over here. We jump again to the controller moon at the Gate of 12 Suns as the Gate of 12 Suns opens. All eyes are on the view screen while Razel's are on the datapad. We jump once more to the bridge of the Empire of Bones. Locked in a firefight with two opposing ships, Razel steers hard to port, attempting to evade an incoming missile. He glances down at his datapad. It reads, "Download complete." Razel grins. We return to that catwalk once again. That sly grin appears on Razel's face. A second figure is seen approaching. The metal clank of footsteps on the catwalk echo in the cavernous space.
You did well.
When do you think it will be complete?
Consider it an investment into your future. It will take a while, but the dividends it will pay, well, let's just say you can buy yourself a nice corner of the universe.
Just one request. Just one request. Zosos raises an eyebrow. I get to fly it. Zozos laughs. Razel laughs. We shift our view forward. We see a small squad of androids with implants on their necks. Their dull, listless eyes focus on their work. We zoom out and see the massive warehouse is filled with an army of androids constructing the frame of an enormous ship. Blackout.
And we'll see you next time.
I can't believe Razel is going to be the BBEG of the next Dead Sons part.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't believe we finished it.
Yeah, I've held this for. I've done this longer than I've held most jobs.
Oh, all right.
Round of applause
Bye,
for all of
everybody.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Stay tuned to find out what we're doing next.
It's been fun.
Loser!
Thanks.
Well, we did it. We finished Dead Sons, and man, it's crazy to think that we're done with it. Don't know what to say, but you will know what to say when we do a live stream. Keep an eye on the socials. We're going to be posting when we actually do it. We got to get our schedules all in order. It's going to be within the next couple weeks. We're taking a few weeks off, and then we're going to be announcing what we're doing next, hopefully at the live stream. So can't wait for that, and have all your questions ready. And yeah, and also thank you to our patrons. You guys have helped us keep this podcast afloat. and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you to Renus Tora, Adam Wendell, Ultrawave7, Mary Geiselink, and iPosk, and anybody who's subbed to our Patreon in the past. Thank you guys. The fact that you guys are giving us money to do this is insane, and you're awesome. All right, I'm out. See you in a couple weeks.
Hey guys, make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.